Movie starts with a sharpshooter named Dresa, who has been waiting for his prey, and as soon as his target comes in front of her, she kills him with a single bullet, and keep the bullet shell with her. Now scene shift to another sniper Levi. He was a soldier of the US Army. Today he was called in front of Miss Barthow in a facility, for a secret mission. While checking Levi's report in front of Levi, she was looking very impressed with Levi. Because Levi had made more than 200 kills possible with his single shot, his aim was very good. Now they talk to Levi and hire him for their secret mission. On the other hand, we are shown Dresa again, who has come to her mother's cemetery in Russia. Dresa is a bounty hunter. For money, she does the job of killing others, but after that, she also regrets what she did, so she used to give those bullet shells to her dad, from which she had killed her targets, so that her sorrow becomes a little lighter. But now her dad was tired his life, because he had no one. And he has cancer. He tells his daughter Dresa, I have decided, if I don't die by the 14th of February next year, I will kill myself on the 14th of February, wherever you are, say goodbye to me once. Hearing this, Dresa also gets sad and goes back. Here Levi was brought by helicopter to the border between Russia and the US, where he had to stay for a year, after ending contact with the outside world. After getting down from the helicopter, he has to travel for 3 days to reach his destination. Reaching there, he meets his senior, whose duty was now over, and he was going back to his home after a year. The senior was very happy to meet Levi. He says that you are the first person I have been able to talk to in a year. Anyway, now he starts telling Levi his work here. He says you have to give duty on this tower. This east tower is ours, which represents the US, and across this river, that west tower is of Russia. These are the borders of the US and Russia. You have to stay here and give duty for a year without talking to anyone. You have to put bullets in the machine gun. If any tracking device goes wrong, you have to fix it, and if you hear any kind of siren from below, you have to run very fast from here, so fast that you have to cross a 4 km road in one breath. Surprised, Levi asks, why are you saying all this? Then he tells my senior gave me this instruction, his senior gave him this instruction, and I am giving you the same instructions. We don't know anything more than this. Now Levi asks him another question, why is so much security kept here? Hearing this, the senior gets up and throws a bomb down. As soon as it explodes under the bomb, it sounds very strange, as if they are some dangerous creatures. The senior tells, this place between the east and west tower is called the gorge. Some believe that it is door of hell, and there are some dangerous creatures in it, which are called hollow man. It is our job to stop them from coming to the upper world. He says at Cold War time some soldiers went down to check there, but none of them came back. After telling all this, the senior leaves from here. It was shown that a helicopter had come to pick him up, but after going little further, an army soldier cut the senior's rope, and he fell into the gorge, which clearly means that whoever did the duty here, he did not go back to his house. Now Levi will also not able to escape from here. Anyway, the scene is cut and we are shown Levi's next day life. He had started his work, reloaded the finished bullets in the machine gun, checked some systems here, and then fixed the tracking device. After this, he gives all the details to his headquarters, and starts searching for the rest of the things here. The day went on. One day, he heard the sounds of machines running from the west tower. He checked from a distance. There was a girl there, about whom we know that she is a Darsa. Like Levi, she has been given a job to guard at the west tower, and has to kill the monsters coming from the gorge below. Although they were far from each other, they could still contact each other, but for months, they kept thinking whether they should contact each other or not. One day, it is shown that Drasa was sitting to celebrate her birthday. Drasa was not getting anything exciting, so she shot the bullet and attracted Levi to her. She wrote on a board and asked his name. Levi told her that it is not allowed to tell the name here. Drasa feels a little weird, and she writes on the board and says to Levi, today is my birthday and I will do whatever I want. I have started dancing now, you just look at me, and tell me what is your favorite move. Poor Levi did not know how to dance, so Drasa asked him, then what you know? Levi said, I just know how to shoot. Drasa decided to do the same test, and went to her room and kept a bottle, which Levi break in single shoot, and told her that he was really a very good sniper. Drasa also likes to show her skills. She also breaks a bottle in Levi's room, and then to see Levi's reaction, as soon as she sees Levi's tower. There was a strange creature climbing on top, on Levi's tower. She did not take a second, and started shooting the creatures. Levi also did not understand what Drasa was doing, when he saw the creatures coming up from below, then immediately he also took his position. And while firing bullets, killed all the creatures coming up, in which Drasa also supported him a lot. Drasa, who was focused on Levi's tower, did not see her tower. A monster came close to her, but before he attacked Drasa, at the right time from behind, Levi shoots him. After that Drasa tells Levi that this was the best birthday of my life. Levi laughs, and both of them start their work. All the machine gun bullets they had used. These people start filling it again. Days go by, and it is shown that a lot of time has passed. During this time, the friendship between Drasa and Levi became strong. They spent a lot of time with each other. They played chess with each other. They went to the drums and entertained each other. Now the day of February 14th comes, when Drasa's dad decided to die, so Drasa was very sad, and she wrote a message and told Levi that this day is very difficult for me. I wish someone was with me that day. So Levi starts his preparations, and makes a gadget from the things he has, and decides to go to the West Tower by wire. He throws his rope to the West Tower through a small rocket, where Drasa also helped him. And now Levi started his journey through the wire. He went halfway due to gravity, but he had to hang and face the rest of the journey with difficulty. But finally he was with Drasa now. On the other hand, Drasa was standing for flowers to welcome him. After freshening up, they both sit for dinner. While having dinner, Drasa finally tells him, why was today so difficult for him? She tells him that his dad must have ended himself today. To distract Drasa, Levi tells him his background story, that his dad, grandpa were all soldiers. While talking, these people start dancing, and spend a lot of time together. Levi spent the night here, and in the morning, to go back. He hung from his wire, but by mistake, this wire collided with Tower Mine, and due to the bomb blast, the wire broke, and Levi fell straight into the gorge. To save Levi's life, Drasa also takes parachutes and some guns, and jumps into the gorge, which was filled with water. There was a strange yellow light in this water. At this time, Levi was hanging upside down from a tree, and a huge centipede with many legs comes to attack him, which Levi shoots with his gun and kills. But at this time, the branch of the tree also breaks, with which he was hanging. He falls on another creature. The creature opens its mouth as soon as it falls on him, and puts its teeth on its body. Before this creature completely absorbs Levi, Drasa arrives at the right time, and shoots at the tentacles of this creature, and saves Levi's life. Before they could relax here, strange creatures sitting on horses come to attack them. These creatures were a hybrid of 2 or 3 things. Like these horses were coming out of them with strange tentacles, and the humans on them were of the shape of a tree and a human. Both of them take their guns to save their lives, and try to move forward by killing all the enemies in front of them. They had to go back to their towers from here, but Drasa had lost her device while coming down, which used to pull them up through the rope. Now they have to enter inside this gorge, where we see that the smoke around them strangely turns into blue, and they see a facility here. Drasa and Levi were surprised to see that a whole community can be destroyed. They went inside a church, but there was no less danger inside this church. There were huge spiders here, who has humans face that they suddenly jump and attack Levi and Drasa. Both of them shoot these spiders from above and get out of here, and they enter another facility. This place looked like a lab to them. They get a DVD in this lab, which was a video of a doctor, who was telling the details of the experiment. Actually, they were making a powerful missile, but their experiment went wrong, and some chemicals started spreading there, because of which, DNA of everything started getting inside the DNA of humans. That is why, many types of hybrids were formed here. DNA of humans went inside the trees, whereas DNA of humans went inside the trees. While watching this DVD, Levi does some more research here, and he gets a little advanced computer here. By running this computer, more secrets are revealed in front of Levi. He learns about a secret company, from which he gets to know that these companies now researching here, they wanted to turn humans into superhumans, and wanted to use these superhumans in their defense system. They had also made a missile. If it is targeted somewhere, then along with its explosion, it can destroy a radius of 4 kilometers around it. After reading this, he understood why his seniors were telling him to run 4 kilometers away on the sound of a siren. They must be talking about the explosion of this missile. Levi understood that this is the facility of Ms. Bartho, and to save her dangerous experiments from the world, she used to hire soldiers like Drassa and Levi on the east and west towers. They used to kill every monster and creature coming from the gorge, to keep the world away from their truth. Ms. Bartho used to get all the work done by drones. But still, all the work could not be done by drones and robots. Like changing the tracking device, filling the machine gun with bullets, they needed humans for such tasks. That's why Drassa and Levi were here today. After realizing all the truth, these people immediately try to run away from here, but in the meantime, some creatures surround them, and bring their weapons bag in front of them. This could have been a trap for them, but Drassa and Levi decided to take their bag, because they need their gun to fight. As soon as Drassa comes to grab the bag, someone closes her legs in his trap, pulling her to another place, which was the red zone. Everywhere was covered in red dust. Levi also went to help Drassa, but he didn't know where to find Drassa. Here we see that the creature that looks like a tree hanged Drassa upside down. Drassa started fighting with this creature. While fighting, Drassa gets a sharp object on her hand, from which she repeatedly attacks this human-like tree, before she could attack Drassa and kill her. Levi enters from behind, he shoots her from a distance, and after that, he sets all her roots on fire. Now they wants to get out from here. There was a strange net here, which was made of human and plant DNA. There were a lot of human organs in this net, and like the roots of trees, it was spread like a network. These people enter the net, and slowly moving forward, these people were somehow crossing this net, but suddenly Drassa's foot was kept in the wrong place. In the same way, the human-like plant with roots gets activated, and immediately attacks Drassa, before the plant does anything to her. Levi pulls Drassa out of the net, and burns the plant with his fire gun. In the red zone, they finally get a car. They sit in the car and come to the blue zone. Through this car, they crossed the blue zone very quickly, and came to the yellow zone, where the tree-like humans attack them again. Levi deals with this, while Drassa gets the rope, and ties the jeep with this rope, so that they can go up with the help of the jeep. Now as they were climbing up, the creatures of the gorge were constantly behind them. They were trying to kill them. Drassa and Levi both fight them. When these people get tired, and are very close to their destination, so Levi makes a very clever move here. He opens the petrol tank of his jeep, with which the petrol falls down, and drenches all the creatures, and as soon as they come up, Levi burns them all with his fire gun, and these creatures die here. Finally these people come up. They had found out such a big truth about the gorge. Now these people were not going to be part of this. They both decide that they will leave this place soon, and go somewhere far and live their new life. Drassa shares with Levi that she has a place in France, about which no one knows. At this time, these two were on the west tower of Drassa. Levi says to Drassa, "I go to my tower at this time, and set a time bomb there, so that all the things there are destroyed, and no one knows about us. After activating this time bomb, I will turn on that missile, which will finish the gorge below, and all these family experiments will be over." After making his plan, he had come to the east tower, where Miss Bartho contacts him as soon as he comes. Actually she had found out that their computers were activated in the gorge below. He asks Levi, "Did you activate these computers?" Levi lies clearly, "No, I did not go down." She understood that if Levi did not go down, then Drassa must have gone down from the other side, and they have found out the truth about the gorge somewhere, so she ordered Levi to kill Drassa, which he accepts. So Miss Bartho do not doubt him, but he doesn't know that Miss Bartho watching him through hidden camera of radio, so she decides that the next day, she will kill both Drassa and Levi. Because know the dark truth of Miss Bartho, the next day it is shown, that both Drassa and Levi were preparing run from here, and were tying the wire. Levi was trying to activate the bomb, but at the same time, Miss Bartho arrives there by helicopter. After seeing Miss Bartho, Levi understood that she has definitely come to kill him, so he immediately runs away from here, and Miss Bartho's people follow him. And her drones, helicopters, everyone was now behind Levi. Levi slows down his speed, and takes a very big shot of his life, many kilometers away. He had shot tracking device, which was connected to the missile below. As soon as he shoots this machine, the missile will explode in a few moments below. He shoots and runs as fast as possible. On the other hand, Miss Bartho also understand his plan. She also tried to ran from there, but failed and she died there. Drassa was saved from that bomb, but Levi got affected by the blast. the whole gorge was now ended. It is shown that despite being saved, Drasa did not go into the world for 5 days, because she had come from the gorge. And they decided that they would not go to the populated area for 5 days, because if any kind of virus affect them, then it will come out after 5 days, when Drasa does not change at all for 5 days, so she decides to go to the populated area from here. Drasa still remembers Levi. She was reading the poetry written by Levi many times and crying. She went to the secret place of France about which she had told Levi, where she had started a job as a waitress. One day while doing the job, surprisingly Levi comes in front of her. Levi writes and asks her, "Will I get rabbit pie?" Seeing this, she goes into excitement and hugs Levi. With this movie ends here. Thanks for watching.